Okay, dear listeners, it's me, Henry Sanga. I'm here to share with you something which is very important concerning poetry. And today, as you know, we are going to analyze a poem called You Are Lost. So you can tell others, come and see and analyze together. Of course, at the end, we will understand what is the poem about, what are the main parts, how words are chosen carefully in the poem, and so on, the messages, the themes, the poetic devices, and the relevance of the poem, and so on and so forth. So you're most welcome. It's me, Henry Sanga again. Today we have our subtopic poetry analysis, and the topic called the reading literary works. And poetry is one of the literary works, because we have poems, we have poetry, we have plays and novels. So this is analysis of a poem, and today we are going to analyze a poem, You Are Lost by Isaac Mruma. You Are Lost by Isaac Mruma. Of course, as I said, it's very important to take note of the title of the poem, You Are Lost, and try to brainstorm what is all about. Let us go together. So the first step is we make sure we read the poem. We read for the first time, we read for the second time as we scan important information, we read for understanding, and at the end, we can go through the choice of words, poetic diction. Choice of words, how words are chosen, and the way they are arranged, and the way they have effects in the poem analysis. So let us go together the poem. Oh, of course, let me surprise you with a song. Because in the YouTube channel, I also shared a song of a poem, You Are Lost, sung by myself and Sanga Zemshauri. Let us sing together. If you can remember, please, let us go together. To you, Dada, it's the day that matters, for we are unable to chat in the language we had. The language we had. When I look at you and see my payslip in your eyes, I feel empty and sad. Empty and sad. Your grand sister is to me the measure of the heat of the dove in my pocket. The dove in my pocket. Never a patience school. To you I'm now a tool. And on my wages now they fare. I ride not throbbing kisses. It is you I accuse, because your love is lost, and you only touch me with the tenderness that asks where my water is. It is to you, Dada, that my pain tear the path. For I all see your love, focused on my past. With thee you are patience, chasing my bank account, chasing my bank account. Yeah, you can see poetry is very interesting. So in your lessons, I advise you use the songs, like the songs I've sung by myself, of course. If you follow the YouTube, we have many poems which are sung by myself. So today we have a poem here, You Are Lost by Isaac Mruma, before us. To you, Dada, it's the day that matters, for we unable to chat in the language we had. This is the first stanza of the poem. As, of course, you can see the word Dada, which is a Kiswahili word. I don't know what Isaac Mruma here meant, but automatically we know that Dada is a Kiswahili word. And this we call it barbarism, as sometimes the poets use different languages in a certain language, but in certain poem. But how do we know that this is barbarism? Because it's a word borrowed from another language. And this is done purposely to communicate, to make the reader familiar you know, sometimes if you are writing, for example, a poet, Isaac Mruma is a Tanzanian. Writing this poem, You Are Lost, to Tanzanians and all over the world, of course, it's possibly he decided to use the word dada because most of the Tanzanians, Tanzania, with our language, our national language is Kiswahili. So use the word Kiswahili to stress, to make the emphasis to the sister. So dada here means his sister. It is the day that matter, for we unable to chat in the language we had. So you can see here the persona. Of course, it might be a man speaking to a woman, to a dada, to a sister, that they had good communication before, but for now they are unable to chat in the language that they had before. So probably they're experiencing something different, or it might be a conflict or a situation which is not understood by both. So this is like to you, dada. It's like to you, dada. It's the day that matter, for we are unable to chat in the language we had. The persona keeps on, or the poet keeps on saying, when I look at you and see my pay slip. Of course, we can underline here pay slip. Pay slip is after you pay for a service. Oh, you have to be given a pay slip. A pay slip that maybe if you buy even commodities, sometimes we are given a pay slip to show that you have paid for a service. In your eyes, I feel empty and sapped. So when I look at you and see my payslip, you see, he's focusing on the payslip. Whatever he sees, this dada, this is sister, the persona sees the payslip. This man sees the payslip, which indicates or symbolizes money. You know, payslip is equivalent to money. It's a symbolic word. So instead of seeing a person, this man sees a payslip, sees money to this sister. You can imagine. I feel empty and sapped. So when I look at you and see my payslip in your eyes, I feel empty and sapped. So this man feels empty and sapped after seeing the person. So instead of seeing a person, sees the payslip and he feels empty and sapped. Sapped meaning is a synonym word for empty. So he feels empty. It's like he has nothing. He has no money again, because the sister stands for money only and not other things. The third stanza, your grand sister, of course the grand sister here, your grand sister, these are sisters who exchange glances. And to glance is to look at something very quickly. You just glance. Now, when these sisters glance, this man gets, or it communicates a certain message. So your grand sister is to me the measure of the heat of the dove. The heat of the dove. For the women or those who are chefs, those are experiencing, preparing for food, sometimes we have this kind of buns or mandazi in Kiswahili, in which the dove is prepared, where you take the flour, you mix with the water and sometimes cooking oil, and then you make the dove for chapati, for mandazi, for sambusa, etc. The dove. So your grand sister is to me the measure of the heat. Now the dove, in order to make mandazi, buns, you have to apply a certain heat so that you can get the mandazi. Of the heat of the dove in my pocket. Never a passion school, to you I'm now a tool. So the man has changed the role. Instead of being maybe husband or a friend or a boyfriend, but now is a tool to the woman. So the woman meaning is using a man as a tool like a hoe, as a tool like anything like. So instead of using a man as a person, now the man has changed the role into a tool. So this, if you could have position of men, then here a man is considered as a tool by this woman. You can imagine. And all my wage is now the fare. The man is complaining now. The wage, it's not the salary, just a wage which is paid per day. Now it has changed into bus fare. Bus fare. A fare meaning is using the money, the wage, to go and see the sister, the dada, just for love. Now this is like a complaint. I ride, sorry. Here it is, I ride in your throbbing kisses. Now here, of course, for if you are an adult, a grown up, of course from 18 you know the kisses. A kiss, what does it mean? But a throbbing kiss is different from a normal kiss. A throbbing kisses, throbbing kisses, throbbing kisses, it means a kiss with regular pains. You know, when you are kissed by somebody, you feel good. But here the man, instead of feeling good, sending the electric waves wherever, but this man feels a pain, a throbbing, any series of regular pains, regular pains, instead of feeling that the kiss throughout. So, and all my wages now, they're fair. So if you identify here, we have the throbbing kiss, the kiss with the regular pains, and also the man now is a tool. The tool, a tool is a tool. The man now is a tool, and is complaining that the wage now has become a fare. So this is the third stanza. The fourth one is, it's you I accuse because your love is lost. So the man is accusing the woman or the girl or the friend because of what? The love is lost. So the love is lost because they are unable to chat in the language they had before. You can see there is miscommunication. There is a problem here. Maybe a woman has betrayed the man. Of course, they used to be friends, but now they cannot chat. You know, chat is communicating. Nowadays we have phones, we chat. So it's to you I accuse because your love is lost. And you only touch me with the tenderness that asks. So this woman, just when he meets with this man, he asks with the tender, politely. Calm, is very soft in asking money, but is not giving out love. So this man is saying, this woman is accused because the love first is lost, and of course the man is touched only with the tenant that asks where my wallet is. Again, we have a symbolic word here, wallet. A wallet, of course, is something which is carried mostly by men. A wallet. Even myself, I have a wallet in my pocket. So this woman always asks for money. Wallet here stands for money. The last stanza is, it's to you, Dada, that my pain tears the pad. You can understand. Also symbolic word. For I only see your love focused on my purse. Now, the purse also is something used for keeping money. Sometimes even women, they have the purse for keeping money and other things sometimes. So it's to you, Dada, that my pain tears the pad, for I only see your love focused on my past, with your passions chasing my bank account. So you can see the passion here it has been personified to have ability to chase the bank account, meaning always the passion is looking after money and not other things. So as I usually say, or we talked before, that in this poem we can now go through again and see and at least grasp for some of the information, important information, and then it can help us to understand. Let me read very fast at least. To you, Dada, it's the day that matter, for we unable to chat in the language we had. When I look at you and see my payslip in your eyes, I feel empty and sapped. Your grand sister is to me the measure of the heat of the dove in my pocket. Never a passion school, to you I'm now a tool, and all my wage is now the fare I ride in your throbbing kisses. It's you I accuse because your love is lost, and you only touch me with the tenderness that asks where my wallet is. It's to you, Dada, that my pain tears the pad, for I only see your love focused on my purse, with your passions chasing my bank account. So this one can give us a general view of what is the poem about. Of course, a man is complaining about a woman, towards a woman, that the woman is focused on money only, chasing the bank account, looking after the wallet, asking where the purse is. So all is money, and there is no true love here. So the kind of love here we speak about, it's a commercial love. You sell your body. Most of women, even in the society, they sell their body in order to get money. They sell their body in order to get money. This is what we call commercial love. So the man is complaining. The man, he has been betrayed. In the first stanza, to you, Dada, is the day that matter for we are unable to chat in the language we had. So no more communication. So of course, probably there is a conflict here between these characters or the participants in this poem. Let us go to the words which are chosen carefully, because a poem uses words which are chosen carefully by the poet. Isaac Mruma has used some words like dada, as I've said before. The word dada here, it is used purposely to communicate the affection. I mean the complaint, the love, the person whose love is lost. Dada here means sister, as I said before. That's why I've put a star here to mean this is a borrowed word from Kiswahili, and it communicates sister. But to you, Dada, it's the day that matter for we are unable to chat in the language of we had. So it's like, to you, sister, this is the day in which we are unable to chat. What happens when I look at you and see my pay slip in your eyes? I feel empty and sad. So also the poet has used the word pay slip to symbolize the money. To symbolize money. And of course, as I've said, there is an true love, because the love here is focused on again the word sapped here, which is equivalent to empty. Again, he has used the words like glance. You know, glance, when you glance at something, it can communicate a lot. So they glance sisters, these are sisters who exchange the glances. I said glance is to see something, to look at something quickly. So when you see something quickly, you can communicate a certain thing. The measure of the heat of the dove in my pocket. Again, the word dove here, it has been used to communicate the pain that the measure of the heat of the dove in the pocket, how much money is taken by this lady, and so on and so forth. Never a passion school, to you I'm now a tool. It communicates a kind of exploitation. To you I'm now a tool. This is exploitation of the maximum. Now this person is exploiting this woman is exploiting a man. Is exploiting the man because he's asking money where the wallet is. The wage has changed now to bus fare, to become a fare. Again, the kisses. Now, because of the exploitation, because of the language they had now, it is not well understood. This man, when he's kissed, I mean, the kiss becomes throbbing, meaning the kiss is not that much sweet. It's not sweet, but it is a kiss with the pains, with the regular pains. So also throbbing kiss has been used in this poem because the poem is all about untrue love. It's all about commercial love. It's true I accuse because your love is lost. As you say, your love is lost, and you only touch me with the tender. The word tender here has been used to communicate. We can call the satiric, the hypocrisy of a woman is when it comes to asking about money, the woman changes the tone. She asks technically, very polite, very polite. Of course, we have experienced this, even women, when you are seducing a girl, and when it comes now to money, when the girl needs money, she changes the tone. The tone becomes very soft, very polite. She asks in a polite way, so that at least you can easily give the money. But no love, no love. It's just for money. It is to you, Dada, that my pain teared the pad, for I only see your love is focused on my past. So this one is comparing Dada and the pain which teared the pad, because the characteristic of this Dada is to destroy this man, to make the man empty, to exploit this man, because the love they have is not focused on the true love. Rather, it's focused on what? On money. My past, on money. With your passions chasing the bank account. Again, we have the passion here has been personified, to have ability to chase the money, to chase the bank account. You can imagine the passion chasing my bank account. So here I was trying to explain the poem, at least to make you understand what probably the poem is all about, looking at very important words which carry meaning. To repeat, I've said dada, we have pay slip, we have sapped, which means empty, we have glance, we have tool, we have throbbing kisses, we have tenderness, we have wallet, we have dada again, we have the purse, we have tear the pad, we have passions, and we have bank account. These words are chosen carefully, and this is what we call poetic diction of choice of words. Thank you. This is Thematic. Wait and see in the next episode. You're welcome.